it's not a thing that can be pointed at, you know. But what appears to be things is just this appearing as that.
Right.
In the story, it may seem as if there are things, different people, but also that too is just nothing appearing as that, appearing to be something, which is really not something. It's nothing. So this, as it is, may take any direction. You know, it may go to the left, go to the right, go up, go down. It doesn't really matter.
Nkosi, would it be inappropriate for me to ask you if you had a shift or when you saw things the way that you do? Was there an incident or were you always like that?
Yeah, here there was a recognition that because there was an intense seeking that was happening here all over the years, all the years. Like there was really that this wanted to know who God was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It wanted to know God in the sense that it had to change churches, move from that church to another church, really having that desire to know God. And then there used to be, okay, I left the churches and then I had to like do the meditations, sit alone. There were glimpses along the way that were happening. That's a sense of detachment, being detached, like seeing the character moving up and down, taking decisions. These were one of the glimpses, you know, along the way. But when that recognition happened here, it was seen that the one who was seeking, reading books, sitting alone, was never there. That's what never happened. It was just everything which dreamed itself to be separate from itself, appearing to do that, to seek, to go up and down, you know. It was already this appearing as that. There wasn't anybody, there wasn't any real Nkosi who was doing any of that, which right now as well, if it appears that there is that seeking energy, it doesn't mean that there is a real somebody who's doing that. It's just also totality appearing as that, of which they may be, because of what is being spoken, there may be collapsing or recognition that there isn't anybody there already who's doing anything. It's just this, which is everything appearing as that. So already in the midst of searching, going up and down, there's already nobody. Here it is seen that there is nobody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what may happen. Anger may arise, frustration may arise, peace, love, joy may arise. You know, anything is allowed to be as it is without judgment. There's no judgment because there is nobody to judge. So if it appears that there is something that doesn't like anything, or there's something that likes something, it doesn't really matter here because it's just everything appearing like that. Oh, I love this message. I hate this message. You know, it doesn't it doesn't matter because it's already everything appearing as that. So the story itself is beautiful. You know, if it appears to be a war story or a parliamentary story, church story, planetary story, UFOs, spaceships, aliens, you know, it, it doesn't matter because everything is already this. And
Yeah,
this, what it is already wordless. There is no word that can really describe what this is. This is unknowable. What seems to be a description arising in this right now, it's really no description. It's just disappearing as that. There is no real word that can actually describe what this is. So description is really meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Life is meaningless. But it may appear in the story or in the dream that there is a certain meaning, but there's no meaning. You give it a meaning. This everything is meaningless already. And everything is going nowhere.
Oh.
And this is no meeting. But it may arise that oh, we're in a meeting, but this doesn't mean anything. There's nothing happening here. But it seems as if there's something happening, but it's really nothing happening.
Is this a good time to ask a
It
question?
seems as if it's
Oh.
okay.
No worries. If everything is equal and the same within this, then all spiritual appearances, like spiritually, like evolved people and all of the appearances of spirituality are null and void then. Like there's no more spiritual people than others. That's all gone. Is that correct? the differences, like how you can tell if somebody's spiritual or not? Or if they're in the path, or they're seeking. I mean, everybody's seeking, but it appears that
Yeah.
there's higher evolved souls than other souls. Is that all just null and void?
Yeah. Yeah, this as it is already unlimited or limitlessness. I don't know how to put it. It's unlimited. You know, it may appear as anything. It may appear as a higher soul. You know, it may appear as astral projection, somebody who's leaving the body, flying, going to visit other dimensions and coming back. You know, it may appear as different frequencies. It may appear as anything, different planets, different dimensions, multiverses, but that is just a story. It's just a story. It's this appearing as that, but it is a story here. It's seen as just a story. And it's not to say that that shouldn't happen. Everything here is allowed to be as it is. There's no judgment. Every expression is already this. So if it appears that there are souls that uh, uh, are higher than other souls, that's what's happening. There's no wrong or right there. The story is okay because the story itself has nobody in it. It's just a story. It may appear as if it has somebody. There's somebody who's in the story who's trying to fix this and that. Who's